Hi everyone, it's Miss Kelty for my Friday update. Just a quick reminder, very important. School starts at the time that your pickup is. So many people are arriving 15, 20, 30 minutes late to school. Our school is not set up as a drop off at different times. We know it happens sometimes, but please do everything you can to arrive on time because the schedule depends on having the teacher and the kiddos all settled by a certain time. If you're having a hard time getting your little one ready in the morning, talk to your child's teacher. They're more than willing to set up a routine to help you come up with maybe a visual schedule. Anything we can do to help you help your little one get here to school without the struggle that you may be having. If for some others it is not so much a struggle, but they feel like they just don't want to go, that's also a struggle that we need to know about because we can help you through that. So please, if you're experiencing any of this with your little ones, just talk to your child's teacher, especially next week during conferences. It's a great time to figure some of those things out. Same thing with pickup. Our pickup time is set because when your child gets picked up, that's when your child's teacher gets to have their break. So many of them have gone 4 hours without their break and they need their break. So we don't want your child left sitting here in the office with me, although sometimes that can be fun. We do ask that you arrive as close as possible to your pickup and arrival time that was sent out on the schedule. If you have questions about it, ask your child's teacher. Also this week we were visited by some community helpers. Sarah Martin, one of our teachers, her husband, Mr. Doug, is the director of the water department, and we were so excited to have him here. And he talked to us about the important things that they do here in Franklin to make sure that our water is safe and healthy to drink, because water is life and there's nothing more important than it. So we were so grateful to learn, and the kids loved hearing the story, Hey Water, that Mr. Doug read, and getting to try on the reflector vests that they wear to make sure they're safe on the street, and the hard hats that they wear to protect themselves. It was a pretty great day. Also, Officer Chris and Officer Jamie, two of Franklin's finest from the police department, came to ECDC yesterday, and they're going to come again next week, and they brought Ben with them. Ben is the the town's therapy dog, and he is the most docile, sweet, and loving puppy you've ever seen, and he does amazing with our kiddos. He'll be visiting our Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes next week. If you have a child in one of those classes and they're afraid of dogs, talk to us. Either we'll arrange to have them meet outside the classroom, or there's sometimes we've had kiddos who were afraid and we had the child meet the dog outside and then help walk the dog in with the police officers, and they felt some confidence in that. But if your child is really afraid or allergic to the dogs, please let us know, because we don't need your child to not feel safe in their space. But it was wonderful. Again, the dog lays down, and I'm sure your Google Classroom pictures show. The children are touching and petting. We talk about being safe, but they crowd right around, and he is so well trained. He brings everyone a little joy. Conferences, as I mentioned, are next week. If you haven't scheduled them, please do so. They are on Thursday, the 9th. There's no school here at ECDC on the 9th or the 10th. Thursday is conferences, and Friday is a district professional development day. There are half days in the other buildings, but at ECDC there is no school on Friday. December 1 payments, if you haven't already submitted, most of you have, so thank you, but just a gentle reminder that December 1 payments are due. Exciting news for those of you who are returning to ECDC. The application is out for next year, so you can fill that out and submit it. There's no application fee. You'll need to do a deposit in February after we do the lottery, but the application is now posted on the website, and it'll be in my newsletter, which will come out toward the end of next week. Communication folders. Some of the teachers have made some adaptations this year while we were waiting for the folders that we like. They're like a hard plastic folder. They finally came in. They've been on back order since June. So again, we're very glad we finally got them, but that is a folder that is intended to go home and come back to school every day. That is a place to slip a note. Let your child, if your child had a tough night and you want to share it with the teacher, put a note in there. We check it every day. You should also check it every day, because there'll be notices may come home, your child's work may come home, and it should be emptied out every day and then sent back in. So you want to make sure you have a backpack that's big enough to hold that folder, as well as your child's lunch and snack. So you can use that folder to help decide if, as we get into the winter months, it's going to be the right size backpack. Looking at my list again, I think we're pretty good. I am very excited. I think I'll share a little. This is a holiday season. There are lots of holidays in the winter. We have families here at ECDC that celebrate so many holidays. I'm still learning about many of them, and each of us is different, and each of our traditions are unique. And I am excited because I am going to be spending just one day over on Nantucket for their winter stroll, which is a wonderful celebration of the winter holidays, and kind of get you in the spirit. It is a long ride, and you get to take a boat, which I love, but just for the day and to get into some of that joy of this season, I do encourage you to share with us, with your child's teacher, the things you're doing to celebrate your holidays. Again, each of us is different. We all have our own traditions, but only you can share what you know and what your child loves with us. So we look to you for that. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.